What's up, YouTube? Today I just wanted to talk about what's left growing on my grow racks and a little bit about the plants that I'm growing here. And basically just talk about some things that I'm excited for and a little bit of my idea behind which type of tomatoes I did grow and cucumbers and peppers that I will be focusing mainly on this year. And I guess I'll start with my top section of tomato plants, and basically these are all yellow pears. These tomatoes are one of my favorite. They just are super abundant. They grow really good. They produce long, and people love them. I love them. I think they're really good looking. They're just little yellow pear tomatoes, and they are one of the tomato plants that you could have 2 or 3 of these and get so much stuff from. So these are probably one of my favorite varieties of tomatoes. They're definitely in my top 3. I really like yellow pears. So right here I got some sun golds. You can see the plant is very, very healthy, and this is a variety that I grew last year that did really well, so I brought it back this year. Towards the back, I got Super Sweet 100s, and they're a smaller tomato, and they just produce heavy yields, and they're good to just add some variety to your smaller tomatoes. They're pretty much just like little guys like this, juicy, good tasting, easy plant to grow. And basically, if you collect their seeds every year, you got yourself some every year little cherry tomatoes, so that's pretty cool. These are Cherokee roses, and I never grew these before, but these are like a pinkish tomato, and I'm excited about them. They look really good. I only grew 2, 4, 6, 7 of these, and that should be plenty. I got in the back the lovely Lush, and that's a bigger tomato with the nice exotic coloring, which I'm excited about too. And they're growing all healthy. And basically, Summer Love is another tomato that I'm excited about. It has really nice coloring. It's a bigger tomato. I'm excited. It's growing. All these plants are growing really very healthy. The Barry's Crazy Cherries. These are a slow grower, but they are a very good tomato plant to have. They produce a lot of tomatoes. Bleeding Hearts last year, honestly, this tomato plant did really, really well for me last year. They produced a good amount of tomatoes, and the plant grew really well. And honestly, I'm going to try to grow these in a different spot than I grew them last year, because the spot where I put them really wasn't the best place for tomato plants. So I'm going to change it up and see if I can get a better harvest this year, which we're just doing some experimenting. And the pineapple pigs, these are one of my favorites of last year. Look at how healthy these plants are. They're like a little canopy. I really love the pineapple pigs. They're definitely a tomato I would recommend everyone to grow. They're big, yellow, pineapple colored tomatoes. Awesome. The Sweet Creams, these were a cool tomato last year. I brought them back this year. I thought they did pretty well. And I also got the Candy Sweet Icicles, which are kind of like these, but reddish and pinkish, which I'm excited about. I got some red pear tomatoes to go with my yellow pear tomatoes. And basically, when I have tomatoes for like family and friends, I'm gonna do like a mix of yellow, red pear, Barry's Crazy, Sun Gold, and Super Sweet 100s all together, and that's gonna be like my little smaller tomato little bundle pack, and I'm gonna do them separate too, you know. These are the Consaludos. These are very, very nice tomatoes. I mean, they just nice red beefsteak kind of tomato. The Sherry Sweetheart. This is more of a heart-shaped tomato, but it has very beautiful red flesh. Both of these are nice red, and I wanted to have them. And I did 12 of those each, and they're gonna be like my main red tomatoes, that and the Red Beauties, which I'll get to. The Beauty King is another big, colorful tomato, and I'm excited about them. I never grew these, and these are my most anticipated tomatoes right here, the Afternoon Delights. They look like the most appetizing to me. Honestly, all the tomatoes I'm growing this year are very appetizing looking, but I think the Afternoon Delights are the ones that I'm gonna be the most excited for. So we go on to the Red Beauty. These are gonna be in a bigger red tomato, but there's something unique that happened out of these seeds. I did get almost a special tomato plant, which I'm really excited for. It's growing and it has a beautiful yellow color, and I'm excited about that. And over here I did some more extra Red Beauties and Afternoon Delights. I'm excited about them. And I got 2 pepper plants that are just growing slow. I don't know if I'm gonna be using the plants. I'm gonna just let them mature out with these, see where they're at, and if they're big enough, I'll put them outside. The Brad's Black Heart, I'm pretty excited about. It's like a bigger heart-shaped tomato. So you can see that all the tomatoes have like kind of different leaves. If you look at the Sweet Creams, they got these long fan leaves, and so does the Sweet Icicles. Then if you go to the Red Pear, they kind of got the same as the Barry's Crazy Cherries leaf pattern, but they're even a little more different. And the Yellow Pear, kind of a little seam, almost. Kind of reminds me of like a tree leaf right here. And then pretty much everything else has its own leaves. But I also have 12 of the Solar Flares going. This is a red tomato with yellow striping. I'm excited about that. I have 3 color varieties of jalapenos growing right here. And I got the brown, the pumpkin spice, and the lemon color. They're like a yellow jalapeno, which I'm excited about. So jalapenos are good for pickling, and so are the banana peppers, and like that's why I'm going with them, because I wanted to do some more pickling this year. And jalapenos are just a fun low heat tomato, you know. It's honestly like the first step of heat in my opinion, and they're enjoyable. So that's why I'm focusing on them and more of the sweeter varieties. I got some beautiful cucumbers. These are the Merlin hybrids. These are self-pollinating, and I just really like going with self-pollinating cucumbers just because cucumbers are harder to hand pollinate. They are a smaller flower, and it's harder to get the pollination. So I just was rather have self-pollinating ones because they're just a little harder to hand pollinate, and I just wanted to kind of do one variety of cucumbers this year because last year I did these and these were my favorite. So I brought them back, and they're a smaller, crispy cucumber, perfect for pickling. And I'm excited about that, but I'm most excited about this guy right here. That's so cool. But here's pretty much the whole rack, and I'm excited. These ones should be going outside soon.